Welcome to the Sunday rune and card reading. Today we are going to be using spirit animal cards, a law of attraction card, a tarot card, an Archangel Michael card, and also a rune in each of the readings. Welcome back to anyone who is already following my readings, and welcome also to anybody who is new. Guys, I will be posting the announcement as to the winner of the free private reading with me for the comments that were made during August. Anyone that's new to my channel, I take all the comments from my subscribers each month. I put them in a hat and I draw one and offer that person a free private reading. If you would like to be in the running for that in any of the months, as this is something that I do ongoing, then do please press the subscribe button and the little bell icon and leave a comment. So we have reading 1, reading 2 and reading 3. You may want to pause the video to see which one of these readings is calling to you, speaking to you. You may find that more than one of them you're drawn to more than one of them, in which case listen to both, because sometimes it's sort of the messages can sort of amalgamate and give you a very clear message. If you have a definite question as well, hold that in mind while you are deciding which of the readings to connect in with. On the screen you will see the timings, or the approximate timings, so you can move forwards to whichever of the readings on the video you are wishing to listen to. So much love, guys, so much love. Welcome to reading 1. We have the rune of the Self. It's a beautiful rune, a very powerful rune, which speaks of major growth, a period of major growth and rectification. It speaks about sort of striving to live an ordinary life in a non-ordinary way, really connecting in to your higher self, connecting with the divine. I would say if this is the rune, obviously this is the reading you're drawn to. I mean, this is probably not like a week-long transition. You guys will be going through quite a major period of growth and rectification, because the energy of this rune is really very big. So in terms of our cards, okay, so we have Owl Spirit. You see clearly now. We have a law of attraction card. I am a magnet attracting unto myself. We have a card of leadership, the Emperor. And then we have a card which is so tuned into the law of attraction it's untrue. Positive thoughts create positive results. Divine love and wisdom, this is the prayer. Divine love and wisdom, I call upon you now. I know that my mind and emotions are eternally and continuously connected to you. I ask my higher self to be aware and conscious of the love and light that is within every person and situation. Okay, so what I'm hearing is, actually quite genuinely, you are seeing clearly. There is a situation you're in that you are seeing it for what it is, and I think you're also recognizing your own role in that situation. And that's huge, because when we can begin to recognize the part that we ourselves have contributed to something, it means that we can literally re-empower ourselves. Now, the card of the Emperor is asking you to step into a position of leadership. Now, for some of you, that may be moving up into a position of leadership in a very real way, in terms of a job or in terms of a family position. Ultimately, the card of the Emperor is asking you to step into a position of leadership. I want to say, because of this governing rune, leadership of yourself. You are being asked to significantly connect into your higher self and to listen to the leadership of your higher self, your deeper knowing. Guys, if you aren't already meditating, then please do. And please recognize that if you are having any negative thoughts, I think you're beginning to be able to see them very clearly and to know where you, as I said, are playing a role in potentially recreating or indeed creating something that you don't want as much as that which you do. Now, these law of attraction cards come with a message. I'm going to read it as well. It says, I am a magnet attracting unto myself. Without exception, what you give thought to, Wanted or unwanted, you begin to invite into your experience. See yourself as a magnet, attracting unto you the essence of whatever you are thinking and feeling. For example, if you feel poor, you cannot attract prosperity. It defies the law. Okay, this rune is really asking you to... This is a very powerful invitation in this reading. You are being asked to, as I said, connect to your higher self, connect with the divine, really learn to listen, not only to your higher self, but listen to any obstacles that you have within you that block you, particularly your thoughts. So if you consider that most of the internal dialogue, and we have a stream of it going on all of the time, now most of our internal dialogue falls into two categories. One is the positive, it falls into our belief in miracles, our belief in possibility. The other set of thoughts fall into grievances, clinging to the past, frustrations, things that went wrong, that we then load into our expectations. I would invite you to consider really listening to your inner dialogue and checking out, is it balanced in favour of what you desire, or is it balanced in favour of past experiences? Are you ruminating over things? You see clearly now. I think you are in a place where you are ready to really look at yourselves, and particularly, as I said, to look at your thoughts. This reading, without question, asks you to take charge of your own thoughts. And literally, this is a hugely transformative process that allows you to step into a position where you begin to navigate. It's like literally getting onto the helm of your own ship and starting to navigate from a position of awareness. But it's not awareness of external events, it's an awareness of your own thinking patterns and the way in which they can support or block you. Very clear message here, very powerful message, and a huge opportunity for, literally, for growth and rectification. Wow, guys, very powerful. So much love to you, so much love. Welcome to reading number 2. We have the rune of harvest. Now it's interesting because this rune doesn't speak of immediate harvest. It is a rune of beneficial outcomes, but it speaks of a period of a year. So it speaks of beneficial outcomes in terms of anything that you have set forth, put in motion, but it is saying that whatever you have begun, you still need to cultivate it with care. We can't speed something up. We can't get something to produce a harvest quickly. There is a natural cycle to these things. Let's have a look at our cards. Interesting, because it says life is speeding up. Okay. We have a law of attraction card. I see myself enjoying absolute continuing abundance. We have the card of the moon. Really interesting, we're getting major cards in these readings. And then we have a card, spend more time outdoors. There's a prayer with this. Thank you for motivating me to spend more time outdoors and for helping me relax and enjoy connecting with nature. Okay, so I'm getting quite a clear message here. There is an underlying restlessness in you. I think you've initiated things and I think you would like something to move forwards. The message really is asking you to recognize that it is moving forwards as it should. We can't make something grow any quicker, but it is, in fact, life is going to speed up. This is also a card that is like a rite of passage. So, whatever you are yearning for, it is going to move forwards and life will speed up, but it doesn't mean that you will get your outcome immediately. Nurture, care, cultivating with care is still required. It's interesting because this rune speaks of You know, a farmer isn't going to make his crops grow any quicker by going out there and trying to pull them out of the ground. That's the energy of it. You need to allow things to unfold. But the unfolding, this is a reading of reassurance. The unfolding is happening. It's going to start to speed up. So, you know, if things feel as though they're going slowly, I'd almost say chill out, take a breather, allow yourself to almost enjoy a moment of pause before things start to power ahead, but don't expect to see a full outcome immediately. This, you know, time is required. I'm just going to read the message on the back of the Law of Attraction card. It says, I choose absolute and continuing abundance, for I understand that there is no limit to the abundance in the universe. And so by my attracting abundance to myself, I am not limiting another. There is enough for everyone. The key is for each of us to see it and want it, and then we will attract it. It's an interesting message here because it also suggests that, okay, and I'm hearing it very clearly actually, you know, sometimes we sow seeds, we start putting something in motion, and we become, I think it's just such a cultural thing actually, we're very goal driven and we try to make everything move forwards. And in reality, if we are too goal driven, the irony is that we actually block the ability of the universe to give it to us, to open doors for us, because we're so targeted that a doorway might be there on the wayside waiting for us to step through, but we don't even see it because we're so focused on the goal or the route that we had in mind to achieve what we wanted. And you are asked to, it's paradoxical almost, you're asked not to lose sight of your vision, to keep it in mind, allow life to speed up. This is a message of allowing. Yeah, and recognize that if we try to make something happen, we actually block the allowing. We can't be in a place of forcing something and allowing at the same time. If we're going to work with the universe, with the universal energy, we have to be in a place where we hold our vision. We do still take action, but we allow it to unfold whilst holding in mind exactly that which we fundamentally desire in essence. And I'm going to say, you know, this is a restlessness. It would suggest that sometimes, you know, we get frustrated and again we try to move something forwards, and it's the effort we're putting into trying that, as I said, ironically blocks us from the universe being able to simply, you know, we need to be in a place of receiving. That's the best way of saying it. And of course the moon is a beautifully receptive energy. You know, she literally receives, she gathers light from the sun and redistributes it to the earth. She is a receiver. Yeah, you need to allow yourselves to receive. Life will speed up on its own. The whole process will, providing you allow yourself to receive. And a very good way of managing that is to spend more time outdoors. I drew this card for a reading I did earlier today, and I was sort of saying I had a lovely email circular that went round, and it said, some of you may have heard me speak of this before, but it said, you know, if you are, basically it said spend at least half an hour outside every day, unless you are too busy and too stressed to do so, in which case spend an hour outside. I just thought really sound advice. Just ground yourselves, guys. This is a reading that requests that you become a receiver and become involved in allowing while still holding your vision. And have faith, because we are not talking about an immediate outcome, but we are seeing that life will speed up. There's reassurance offered, and that the outcome is going to ultimately be beneficial. So much love to you guys, so much love. Welcome to reading number 3. We have the rune of Constraint, which is interesting. It would suggest that, you know, maybe some of you guys are feeling restricted, or that there is feelings of things holding back, and you are asked to persevere. There's a lovely saying that comes with this rune: when fishermen can't go to sea, they mend their nets. So it may be that you're needing to hold back a little. Dolphin spirit, this and that are true. You're being asked to evaluate something, to try and it may be that you've been drawn into something and you're needing to stand back from it, because whatever you've been drawn into, I think it is creating friction or a blockage, or something is clinging, the energy of it is clinging. We then have a card, the Law of Attraction card. I am selfish enough to want to feel good. Grand. Okay, I love this. Right, I am really hearing you. You're getting tangled in somebody else's thinking. It may be that you're being given advice by lots of different people, or somebody is giving you advice and they are suggesting you do what they would do if they were in your situation, but it doesn't mean that's right for you. Okay? You are asked to really think about what's right for you. Really prioritize your self-care. The Magician, the card of manifestation. You're needing to become quite clear within yourself on what you wish to manifest. Again, hold on to your own dreams and your own visions. Don't be knocked off course by the visions of others. We also have a lovely card, an Archangel Michael card, a favourable outcome, with a lovely prayer, which is like an affirmation. Thank you for the beautiful outcome to this situation, which is perfect and fair for everyone involved. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me trust and have faith. Yes, there's definitely a conflict, I'm going to say, with someone. We could almost say like a conflict of interests. But it's somebody seeing it one way, you're seeing it a different way. And you're being asked to step away from any kind of drama or energy that's clinging to you that doesn't really belong to you, because it's colouring your thinking and stopping you from being able to work out what it is you need to do. And again, you can't set sail. When fishermen can't go to sea, they stay home and mend their nets. There's preparation involved in order to be prepared for the next voyage. But I don't think you can set forth on a voyage and navigate if you haven't actually become a little bit clearer about your own direction. And I think there's a conflict between what you desire and what someone else desires, or the way that two people see things. Now, these cards, the Law of Attraction cards, come with a message, so I'm going to read that. Yes, this is so true. Exactly what we've just been picking up in the message that's come through for us. You cannot perceive life from any perspective other than that of yourself. Selfishness is the sense of self. Unless you are selfish enough to care about how you feel, and therefore direct your thoughts in such a way that you are allowing a true connection to your inner being, you will have nothing to give another anyway. Everyone is selfish. It is not possible to be otherwise. I'm going to finish this reading by wanting to voice, it's actually a favourite quotation of my own, which is that self-care is not an act of selfishness, it's an act of consciousness. I think we know in principle, if we look after ourselves, we have an abundance to give to others. There's definitely a conflict here of interests, almost, in terms of someone seeing it one way, you seeing it in another way. We need to send that person love. This and that are true. People see things in different ways. It doesn't mean that you should use their opinions to direct you. You need to get very clear and focus on your own opinions and thoughts and directions. Difference, diversity are amazing. They can help us to understand things from a different perspective. And indeed, sometimes we can look at someone else's opinion, and because we differ in opinion, it helps us to get clearer about our own. But we should not be knocked off course by the opinions of another. We need to stand our ground and understand where we are coming from a place of authenticity. But a favourable outcome is promised. So much love to you guys, so much love.